And so it's just wonderful to have a few moments here with Mario from Yawning Man and here at the Rebellion Club in Manchester. I guess there's so many things I want to talk to you about your history and the history of music and where you guys have come from. But you just been here on tour and here in the UK. I just wanted to maybe just to catch up and find out how you are and how things are going, basically.
Oh, well, thanks for having me. Things are going great. This is the most ambitious tour we've ever done. So over 2 months, covering all of Europe, almost all of Europe, and the UK. UK, of course. We're really excited about our new record. We had a wonderful experience recording it. We've had nothing but great feedback from people. I seem to be enjoying it. We're performing most of it live.
Yeah, because all the people I know from, I was going to say the genre, but actually it covers so many different styles, because obviously just seeing it live now, there's a very psychedelic vibe to it, but of course, coming from the desert and then into the stoner rock scene and the sounds that you created, and then, the delay in you actually creating music to be produced, and it's almost like you're having this wonderful now round of creating it to be available for people to purchase physically, and then it seems to have then fed this new wave of creativity and this new energy you seem to have, and seeing you play not live now is just wonderful, and it's great to see. And so
Thank you.
It's almost like this new chapter in your life that you're embracing, and as you say, this new round of touring, it's almost like it's like you're now embarking on this new journey of all this background that you've done already.
Yeah, part of the excitement about it is, speaking for me and Gary and our new drummer, Greg Sines, this is the first time in our lives that we've ever put everything else aside. Our children are grown, and Gary's got some young kids at home to take care of, but jobs, commitments that in the past really kept us from just putting our all into performing.
Yeah.
We're always working as a band creatively, but it was very difficult for us to really do this on any kind of level that felt like a real commitment, And right now it just seems like, even though we're in our 50s, it's like, it seems like it's the time to do it for us. And we're just, we're grateful for anybody that's receptive to what we do live, especially. But really, it's about us just getting out and playing as much as possible and seeing where it goes every night. Every night's been different musically, so it's been awesome.
That's very inspirational, because I'm on a similar journey. I'm still in my 40s, but I've been down avenues just to kind of make a living and do what I felt like I needed to do. But now I'm in a chapter where I'm pursuing my passions and forming a dream and going for it. And that's like, now that we have the elements with us that help us do that and propel forward. And just coming up with these guys, Wychhound, and they're, seeing them and their passion and following their dreams as well. It's almost like, now there's like a momentum behind you, and we have experience that we're able to, put into it.
Yeah, exactly. There is a momentum. It's kind of scary, really, because I've never done it. I've always just put my toes in the water, and now I'm just ripping off my clothes and going off the cliff. Seriously, it's really exciting.
Yeah, so like very easy to play safe and be in a comfort zone. You think, okay, this works. I can make a monthly income from this, and then maybe try different things. But sometimes until you go for it. Yeah,
it doesn't. And the income part isn't really working out. So it's really. Me and Gary set up our lives in the last 2 years to live very, very meager. Very within our means.
Yeah.
And even making an effort to do that, to make our living expenses so minimal. We're still struggling, but we work a little side job here and a side job there and run around, somehow it all works out.
Yeah.
And then it's all for this, just to be able to have the freedom in our life to jump in the van and go for it. And, I hope we pay for this on our trip, and it's really not a concern at this point. We're just enjoying being creative, so.
But it certainly seems to be working on some levels, because look at the people here that connected with you. They know of you, they know of your music, and they were happy to see you. And it's just, if that continues, then there's something that's
exactly.
going to come from that.
Yeah, I mean, it never ceases to amaze me how we can travel all over, I want to say all over the world, but all over parts of the world, and people know our music and have followed it for years, and I mean, it just blows me away. I just never get used to it. It never becomes like a normal thing to me. It's always special, so, and that's a great feeling because you just stay grateful and you stay happy for every experience, even sometimes when I'm playing, we improvise a lot, and sometimes when I'm playing, a big part of being a happy person is living in the moment,
Yeah.
And what improvising does for me musically is it puts me there. It puts me, it makes me, it's like a meditation, like people that suffer with anxiety and insomnia and things like, weird stuff like that. Meditation is a really great way, other than drugs, of course, which I don't do. Meditation is a thing that helps a lot of people. Well, I've tried meditation.
Yeah.
I need a little more of like a pounded over my head, like musically. But
you're covering a lot of what I try and cover on my show and other aspects of the radio station. I do a podcast on mental health as well, and
do you?
Yeah. So, and also trying to connect with my, one of my passions is my massage and healing work, and so I'm trying to find bridges into connecting things and talk to people that are doing things to, help people, get out of situations and find these moments of being in the moment. And with music is one of the best ways of doing that.
Absolutely.
And when you're, you have that craft, and then you're able to create in those moments. You have to, be in the moment a little bit and kind of create in those moments as well.
Exactly.
And so, you really can dig deep. And one of the things I was going to ask you now as well is because part of being grateful is that, because of where we got to in our lives, what is involved in getting there. And so the effort involved as well. But then I guess another tangent I was going to go off at is there anything now that you've learned that is going to change you, not change, but evolve your musical style and things you're learning at the moment?
Yeah, what's evolving my musical style is the practice of, and not to be repetitive, but practice of being present is making. Not only did it makes the music more patient. It makes the process of creativity a more patient, deliberate process. It's work. It's always work. One of my biggest problems is I think that creativity should always be inspiration. It should be like this lightning bolt that hits you, and then you rip out your sketch pad, or you take out your guitar, or go to the keyboard and play the piano, or you start writing in your journal or writing your poetry, or what. It's like this thing. But what I've learned is that, and I learned it through. And I don't want to, throw people off here, because I use these words like prayer, and I use words like meditation. But it's not like what people might conjure in their mind when they hear the word prayer. They think of on their knees with their hands together like this. But it is all part of a practice of being aware, being present, and enjoying. It's not about the end result. It's not about that end result. It's about the work. It's about all the steps in between. The end result can be awesome, and sometimes it cannot be so awesome. But it's being present for all those steps in between, and that's what's really changed for me in the last year, because I was always thinking creatively at the end as the end result. So it's kind of easy to cheat that whole experience.
Or hang on too much to it.
Exactly.
And if it doesn't go as you imagine, then suddenly you can be crushed, or you have regrets or things like that.
I'm not successful at creating. I'm not successful at expressing myself. It's just in its very essence. It's not. I don't believe it anymore. I'm working on not believing it anymore, because I believe that it's all like this journey, And I'm trying to live that through music, because it's really the one thing that keeps me in that practice. And I have that feeling of being present and alive, and to feel joyous. You
Yeah.
know, I feel true joyous feelings with those moments. You know, and it has nothing to do with. I love people coming to shows
Yeah.
and enjoying our music, but it's really a very personal experience.
Because you're feeling the steps.
Exactly.
So, like as you say, it's not the end result. It's you notice progress.
Right.
So you notice the little steps, and you notice, okay, I've done this bit better than I did last week. Okay, maybe something else could have gone better, but at least, okay, I'm feeling the step-by-step process.
Exactly. I mean, you really know what I'm trying to say. It's
Yeah, 'cause
very
I've had-
good because I can't articulate this shit very well.
I mean, I'm struggling myself. I still have struggles. I still have regrets, and I still keep myself a lot.
Yeah.
And just improving my self-talk and knowing the work I've done and knowing where I'm at now and being grateful and the people I meet and things are good. I was about to say things could be worse, but actually no. I'm going to say things are good and things are definitely getting better.
Yeah.
So it's great to
Yeah, I
feel
got to
that.
stop saying that too. I always say I say it in a positive way, but that's one of my go-tos. You know, things could always be worse. You know? But then you go through the movie of the worst stuff. You know, you don't need that.
But man, look at us. We're like sat here in this cool club in Manchester. We both had struggles getting here, but now you came in.
Yeah.
And you guys came on and rocked it. You did your line check and just and went for it. And wow, the sound was amazing.
Oh, thank you.
And
Thank you.
really wonderful to hear the music live as well. So a real pleasure.
Thank you.
Real pleasure to meet you, Mario. Thank you.
Pleasure to talk to you. It was really nice. Thanks a lot.